That did just sound like you were pissing.
No, I was making fried chicken.
That's still one of my fucking favorites. Damn, boy, were you frying chicken in there? No, seriously, you piss loud as fuck. I think that's pretty cool. I love that audio so much. It's so funny. And then there's also
it makes me ask so many questions.
There's also the pissing by yourself, handsome. Because you've heard that one, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so good.
It's like, what's wrong with you? Wait, this is not a pair. This is not a group sport.
It is when you're with Rouge the Bat. Oh well, it's not. Well,
oh my god.
Because like this is the short.
Pissing all by yourself, handsome?
Oh, it's so good. It's a good audio. It's really funny.
It's so no. No.
It's great. What do you even mean?
I can't. Hello, everyone.
Howdy.
And welcome back to the Smoke Room.
To the Smoke Room podcast.
We are in the mines. Our favorite location in Echo.
Favorite location. Yeah.
I love the... Would you rather be in the mountains at that weird stone bench?
Yes. Yes, I would.
It's like a TJ location.
So?
Are you a TJ?
No, I'm not a TJ. I don't think I'm a TJ.
Don't you want to be lit and floss in the mines?
Don't you want to be lit and be a Brian? You want to be the Virgin TJ or the Chad Brian?
Now wait a minute. It sounds like a good deal.
Oh my god. Man. I was legitimately thinking about the end of TJ's route the other day, like earlier this week.
Yeah, it's lit.
I just thought about that whole sequence at the end. And
I like the idea of just smacking TJ.
I'm like, holy fuck.
Like, you know the way I smack around your cat?
Yeah.
That's how I would smack TJ.
Just bap, 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 bap.
Grasp the whole head with my hand.
Oh, and he would take it too.
You would just take it. Just smash him into the ground.
Man. Echo is so good.
Brian's so hot, guys.
Oh my god. Did you ever stream the newest Arches build?
It's not out yet.
Oh, I didn't know if it was out for patrons or
It's for patrons.
Only for patrons right now. Oh, okay.
That's not public.
I couldn't remember if it was public yet.
It's not public yet.
Okay. Public.
Public.
Hey, yo, public, get over here.
Do I have to make a character named Public?
Public.
How would I spell that?
No, it would just be Publique would be his name.
What does that mean? How do you spell that? How did you do that?
Well, because the word is supposed to be public.
Yeah, so how...
But you would spell it Publique.
L-I-Q... Wait, Public? Like this?
Yeah. Hey, yo, public.
I'm making a note of this. Okay.
It's almost kind of French, but when you say it like I did, you're just saying a black person's name. That's what I was going for. That was my desired effect.
Oh my god, I'm sure.
Because you could go, oh, public, and have it be French. Hey, yo, public, get your ass over here.
I remember meeting a Ladasha, and it was La.
La hyphen A.
Yeah.
I was talking about her recently to my sister, because my sister went to our school.
Yeah.
And she's like, wait, that was real? I thought she was a myth. I was like, no, she was a real girl.
Ladasha.
Yeah, Ladasha. L-A-A. That's her name.
She would get so uppity about it, too.
Yeah.
Like whenever there was a substitute teacher.
It's Ladasha.
Yeah. And it's like, now look here.
Bitch, just go be angry at your parents. Like, actually.
No.
I would never forgive my family if they did that to me. Like, there's a point, you know? There's a point. You be naming people, like, naming your babies. It's like, come on.
Would you name your kid Public?
Maybe my second kid. Just so he knows when he gets older.
Okay, audience. Would you name your kid Publique? Just tell me.
Just tell us. We won't judge you. It'll be great. It'll be a great time.
I want to know. I want there to be Publiques in this world. You heard how Darian spelled it.
Yeah.
Just do that.
Very important.
Just do that. All right.
Just hear how it sounds next to your last name, and that's how you go based off it.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we're doing the thing. Mine go.
Mine go.
I don't know what he means at first, but I notice now that we're atop an overhang. Cool. He shines the light over the pit below, and I can spy shelves of bedrock leading to darker spaces below.
The rope is still attached.
Before I can say anything, the tiger is climbing down the rope. Nikolai is observing, yes, holding it to keep it steady. We look at each other, we look at 30 feet above the first shelf, yes. Yao repeatedly descends, clenching the rope and clearing the gap between us and the floor of the pit in only about a minute. Then my chest clenches when I see the tiger roll on his back, rolling between a space and the shelf and disappearing. Where's he going? The tiger's voice shouts below, but I don't see him.
I'm still close. The second drop isn't nearly as high.
Oh, okay, sure. Nikolai adjusts the light on his cap to make it brighter. I shift the weight of my feet a bit, trying not to look down the drop.
So, would you like to stand up here and help me with the rope? Or would you like to help Yao instead?
What?
We have a better chance of finding your money if one of us helps search. I do not think Yao knows what a double eagle looks like. And I have never seen one.
No. That's what I wanted to tell you about, Nick. This isn't a normal mine. There's something evil in here.
It is not very nice of you to speak about my bosses in that manner.
10 out of 10. I love
That's
Nick.
pretty good.
That's so good.
With that little smile.
Look at this smile.
He knows. He's
Oh
a
my
silly
God.
guy. He's just a silly
There are a
little
couple
guy.
characters that work in this mine that we meet. 10 out of 10. Love them.
Hell yes.
Stop joking.
Who said I was joking?
This wasn't natural, Nick. I saw it. I crossed my arms. Well, actually, I never saw it. But I felt it. I don't think anybody should be down here alone.
Yao is alone right now.
I don't know him. I don't care.
Let me rephrase. You shouldn't be alone. I give a shit about you.
I wince. That's different, Nick. I don't know him like I know you.
But I know him.
Fuck if I care.
I can hear both of you still.
What? How?
We are in a cave. Voices carry far.
Oh.
Since I am down here in this small space, risking my neck for your money, why don't you come down and help me look? That sounds like a great idea.
No, it doesn't. Why would you say that?
I have been myself during work on many occasions. Something evil has never come for me.
Shit. If I go help Yao, Nick will be alone. But if I ask him to go help, I'll be alone, which might tempt that thing to come out of hiding. Then we might all be in danger. If we aren't already.
We are running low on time, friends.
Alright, I'll do it.
Thank you. I'll keep the rope steady and watch as you go down.
I nod as he hands me the rope. It feels damp and wiry in my paw,
There you go.
but coarse enough to keep my grip. I swallow as I crouch, lowering myself down off the edge. I close my eyes as I swing side to side on the rope over the abyss.
You alright, Sam?
Fuck no. Yeah.
Just take it one hand at a time.
I listen, still not trying to look left or right. I feel like I'm being stared at from multiple directions, from places I can't see. My fur bristles and I slide down one segment of the rope, separated by what feels like figure 8 knots. My whole body twists slowly as I descend another segment. I open my eyes and everything's muddy brown, lit by Nick's cap. I look to my left and see a cluster of rocks sprouting from the side of the mountain. It's a different sort of sight than I'd expect to find in this dirty cave. What's that, Nick?
Looks to me like a hefty vein of quartz.
Quartz?
That's the rock we collect and haul. When we're not looking for gold, that is. You're a natural miner, friend.
Huh. It's real pretty. My feet touch the cold stone on the ground.
Oh, good. You have arrived.
The tiger's voice comes from the gap of the rock near my knees that he slid through earlier. I lie on my back and squirm, scooching through the gap as well.
You scooch.
Scoochoo.
I really like these backgrounds, actually.
Yeah.
The colors are nice.
Yeah. I love Photoshop filters.
Isn't it great? Just gotta liquefy text and you'll be done.
Oh my god. I lie there for a while, sandwiched between a layer of stone, fearing that I'm stuck. But then I feel the edge of an opening with my arms and pull myself through, letting my whole body slide through, letting me breathe easy again. The space I fall into was tall enough to stand in. Yeah, I was holding a lit taper, standing against the rock wall.
The other pit's over there. This is half as deep as the second, but it leads to a narrow path, so hug the wall.
The tiger crouches on his knees and hops down another slope. I follow him and immediately feel uneasy.
So familiar. It's like home, isn't it?
It really does. This is my hole. It was made for me.
It was made for me.
It was made for me.
What did I see in here last time? I don't remember.
Wait, this little guy, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, little eyes, little nose.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't remember.
It was something like that. It was like this thing.
Something over
it was
there.
This shape.
Okay.
Yeah. The wall is low here in a familiar way. We're in the room where I killed Jack. The tiger pulls another taper and a matchbook out of his satchel. He lights it and then hands it off to me.
The shine of the light may help find any misplaced metal. I'm sure you can tell, but this is where we found his body.
I hold up the candle and shine it on the walls. Too many thoughts are coming to me at once. This is the place he brought me. How did you find him here?
Nick was the one who noticed the smell. But we brought his body back through the tunnel, not through the vertical pathway.
Again. How did you know where to find him? And how did you know about the vertical passageway? The tiger looks a little uncomfortable now.
Because I was the one who initially told him about this passageway. I thought it would be funny to show him the flakes of gold leaf I found here. But then he started telling stories about how he found a lot of gold there. And started telling many people to come here. Myself included. But few did. I knew that if there had been anything here, it would be long gone. This is a natural part of the cave that existed long before the mine. There is some indication it was used by smugglers to transport goods, or by the people who lived in this land long ago.
But did Jack know about the vertical entrance?
He did not.
I can't even clearly see the passage that we came from, even though I'm staring right at it.
The shadows of the cave, as well as its vertical nature, hides it well.
But how did you discover something like this in the first place?
This is an old cave, but it is an old mine as well. It is built in ways that don't make sense. Until, of course, they do. The foremen know about some of them. They give it away in their commands.
I can feel my brow narrowing. Why did you reveal one of your secrets to us by taking us through the vertical passage?
Because Nikolai is a trustworthy man, and he has convinced me that his friends are too. For all of his flaws, bad judgment is not one of them.
I whirl to look at him, my tails twisting. What do you mean, his flaws?
He snores.
Okay. I chuff.
You should live lighter, my friend. You will have a healthier heart.
No. My emotions aren't any of your business.
Jeez, Sam. I meant your organ.
I don't play any damn music.
Oh my god.
No, Samuel.
Samuel.
Good. Samuel good.
Samuel.
Yeah, he's good. He's a good lad.
Samanthuel.
The tiger size.
Regardless, I know plenty of secrets about these caves. But you should be searching for a shine right now, not secrets.
I do not see something shine. I hold my candle up close and recognize that it's Jack's sack of rocks. What they didn't want to say, it's Jack's sack. But they're covered in a ring of charcoal, as if they had been set aflame. But the rocks inside... This is gold!
Excuse me?
I held up one of the rocks. It shined in my hand the exact way a nugget would. And there was a softness to it, like it could have bent in my fingers. Look!
I am looking. You are holding charred remains.
I flinch as the gold I'm holding crunches into my hand like a shell. I let go to release ashes. Then I stare at the pile again. The luster is gone. You know a lot about this place, Yao. Are there fumes in here that can make you see things that aren't really there?
Such things can exist, but not here, to my knowledge.
I get to my feet again and blow the dust off my paws. I ran into a tent earlier today. There were a lot of men in there. One of them used to work at the mines. Maybe you knew him?
Perhaps.
But that's not important. They were using opium, I think. I ended up inhaling some. Then I started seeing all sorts of weird stuff. Just like the gold just now. And maybe like the breath and the thing that slithered on the ground. Maybe it ain't real. Maybe I'm just nuts. Or maybe it was just a vision of what's to come after I die. Either way, I don't like that I can't trust my senses anymore. But those are all I have. And now? Now I'm seeing yet another thing sparkling in front of my face. It's shining somewhere higher than my head. It's just the flame from the taper. But I imagine for a second that it's my gold eagle. It's not hard to picture it. Between Yao's paws, I can envision my glittering gold coin. I can picture him rolling it between his paw pads, studying it. Yeah?
Samuel?
Yeah?
Mr. Samuel?
Yeah, he's saying that what he can imagine.
It sounds like he's imagining currently in the present time.
Yes. Present day, present time.
Right. He's imagining it very vividly.
Yeah.
As if he's looking at this man's at this moment.
Yeah.
And basically seeing it with his own real life eyeballs.
Yeah.
So I hope this man doesn't decide to do anything that is regretful.
You don't think Samuel will just do a domestic?
I hope he doesn't do a domestic. Is the point. I want him to not be a complete raving idiot and not do this thing against
that. Wait, that's already too late. You've
Okay.
seen him being a raving idiot.
I just want him to not do a transgression against our boy Yao here.
He's already done murder.
But not against Yao.
That means he can do it again.
Also, Jack struck first. So. kind of makes a bit of a difference.
So Jack won the dice roll. Like, it's...
Yeah,
like,
he won the dice roll, but, you know.
it's fine. Months of my life are summed up in that coin. My head between so many knees. My legs lifted and spread so many times, stinging from every poke and prod. And I can imagine the tiger's eyes shining in the dark. A ghostly white. And it's suddenly apparent to me how close his body is to the rock wall exit, and how far away I am, crouched on my knees. A horrible feeling washes over me. This feeling's too familiar. But then, I feel his hand on my shoulder.
I do not think it's here, friend.
Then who took it? A coldness wells up in my chest. Somehow I felt it wouldn't be.
Those charred marks weren't there when we first found Jack. Somebody else has been snooping around here. They must be the ones who have your money.
I slammed the dirt with my fist, wishing it was that bastard's skull again. You really have ruined me. Even though you're fucking dead. I killed you. And you still managed to ruin me. The noises I make fill the cavern.
I do not mean to be insensitive to your suffering, but myself and Nikolai have run out of time. I wish to escort you out of the tunnels safely, but I will have to leave you behind if you do not follow me now.
What's the point of leaving? I have no savings and no prospects. The tiger growls.
If you do not give up, I will share another one of my secrets that may save your life later. But first, do you truly wish to tell the meaningful people in your life that you chose death over lending them your strength? We left Nick alone at the top.
I bite my lip and look away, embarrassed, still feeling hot tears roll down my cheeks. I rise, bending my knees.
That is what I thought.
The tiger takes a step forward, then stops dead in his tracks. His ears splay back, and he looks back at me. I think it's the first time he's looked scared.
We have to go. Now. The journey upwards is harder than the descent. I'll lead.
The tiger presses his body to the north wall and sticks to it, shimmering up the side of it. He raises his hand, grunts, and hoists himself upwards, disappearing into the ceiling. I follow as best I can, but not as quick. When I'm in the space Yao was, I feel clusters of rock that are easy to grasp. But a horrible feeling overcomes me. Something moved out of the corner of my eye, near the ground entrance. There's a clicking sound. I haul myself upward, my legs dangling in the air before I climb higher, or reaching the platform. I hear the deeper sound of the breathing below me. Then loud, suddenly sniffs. Above me, Yao's tail just barely disappears out of the next gap. He's going much faster than I'd seen him go before. I don't want to address it. I don't want to think about it. I just want to leave. I walk as quickly and quietly as I can to the second platform, grimacing when I remember that you have to squeeze through the space. I hoist myself up and get into a supine position, squirming back and forth as the rock touches both my back and chest. The noise behind me aren't getting any louder, but they aren't getting any quieter either. I cover my mouth to gasp when I'm finally free of the rock, but I don't dare look back and get up my feet as quickly as possible.
Possibly.
Yeah, I was about 3/4 of the way up the rope already when I get to the base of it.
Wait until I'm at the top. It might not be able to support both of us at the same time.
I nod, hoping he can see me and grip the rope for comfort. I do not hear anything behind me, but I dare not look back. Was it ignoring us when we were together? Was it waiting for me to be alone? Or did it just take a while to pick up my scent? If it were looking right at me through the slit of the rock, and that's a big if, it would only be able to see my ankles. So once I start climbing, I feel a lot safer. I just have to wait for him to reach the top. He's almost there now. But I hear clicking again. Then slithering. Then breathing. It's not too close, but it's not far away either. Whatever it is, it can climb. It doesn't have to call my name when I see it disappear over the ledge. I lift myself, climbing as quickly as I have ever in my life. Arm over arm, muscles straining, hands stinging, I get closer to the top. My whole body is spinning with the rope as I ascend. I can't hear the noises anymore, but I can't ignore the possibility that something's slithering out of the gap. Whatever's down there, if it's down there, could tug on the rope and make it snap, pulling me down with it. I'm not safe until I reach the top. Not until I'm on the platform. When I finally get there, I see Nikolai on the other end of the rope, keeping me steady while Yao takes a breather. I pull myself onto the rock, let out a raspy gasp, and breathe on all fours, feeling my sweat drip to the stone below me. Something big crouches over me. It's Nick, offering his paw.
No luck?
I pull Nick into a tight hug, burying my snout into his neck, squeezing my eyes shut. This time I don't smell the mine. It's just him. All him.
No luck.
I pull apart, remembering the tiger's presence again. I can't read his expression as he watches us, arms crossed, leaning against the wall.
But he was quick and followed my instructions. You really know how to pick them, Nick. Again, Yao. This was about helping my friend, not about gauging his talents. Unfortunately, this didn't help him at all. No, it didn't. But I know something that will. There was a reason that I knew Jack was lying to me. That reason is that I know where the real gold is. Real gold?
What?
And you withheld that?
Nick grabs the tiger's collar, but he pushes the badger off.
Of course I did. But the gold is not mine unless I can extract it and move it without discovery. And for that, I'm going to need help, or else it might as well be hand-delivered to Mr. Hendricks or one of his lying foremen. We could all be set for life. But not another word about this from either of you, or the deal is off.
Nick looks put off, but he nods in resignation.
Yeah.
Yao does not seem like the sort of man who would lie to Nick. But I will never believe another story about gold so long as I live. Not until I see it. And even then, my senses may not be immediately reliable. If he's telling the truth, I could be saved. But if he's lying...
I'm not gonna lie. That whole sequence of
Yeah.
crawling and climbing,
Yeah.
my heart was beating so fucking fast.
There are fun sequences like that in Nick's route.
My heart was actually like really beating fast. I need to.
Oh, look, there's a section later that I'll let you make the decisions because you have to remember directions that Yao gives you or else you die.
Oh.
Because there's a chase sequence where you have to remember directions.
Oh no. I don't like that.
I did it in one try.
I'm sure you did, but we're built different.
I will protect Nick. I see the rope suddenly go taut.
Sure.
Tout.
I mean, I see it.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So that just means like tugged?
It means the rope has gone rigid, yes, but it's not tout.
Tout.
No, it's taut.
Why is the U there?
It's in taught when it talks about like teaching. That has more letters, but it's pronounced taught.
Yes, but there are extra rules because the G and H are there, so just it's actually built different.
Oh. No, Josh, no. No, 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 no. Incorrect. No. L no. How are there different rules? I don't understand. Holy shit.
Look at his little concerned face.
Yeah, I would be concerned.
What? So does Yao. Neither of us mention it to Nick, but we start to leave briskly.
Just let him be ignorant.
Yep. We go the way we came from, eventually coming up the large center room with the shaft. I'm happy to be close to the entrance. We sneak past the foreman's cabin again, but this time see no silhouette in the yellow light.
He'll be on the first floor at this time.
We break into a jog, turning corners until we see the light from the shaft. Oh, lit. As we make it outside, we see more miners pushing carts across the plains. And a familiar tawny coyote starts staring directly at us.
Oh boy. He's all mad. Uh-oh. Sammy boy, you're in trouble. Samuel. That wasn't my best line read, but that's fine.
I like to think you just see him and it's the very anime Samuel.
Samuel.
You know, like the Lelouch Suzaku.
Suzaku.
Does pose.
Yeah, fucking big hand ass.
Oh my god, we'll end the part here.
Oh, shito.
Big climax.
Out
See
of
our big coyote.
Out of the frying pan and into the fire, huh? Man, look at this man's forearms. Holy fuck.
Isn't he just... He's so big. He's so big. This design is bait. I still say this design is such
kind of
bait.
true,
I'm
though.
here for it, though. Anyway, we'll see you around, everyone!